Fresh out of the military, Taehyung flaunts lavish golf lifestyle. Is this BTS star now too rich to relate? Why is the world's most beloved idol making headlines not for music or military service, but for luxury golf? Is this the dawn of a new era for Kim Taehyung, or the beginning of a divide between star and fan? The world gasped not from a comeback teaser, not from a surprise single, and not even from a live performance.
No.
The reason Kim Taehyung, known globally as V from BTS, dominated timelines and ignited heated discourse across the internet was something far more unexpected, and perhaps more controversial: golf. Just days after being discharged from South Korea's mandatory military service on June 11, 2025, Taehyung was spotted enjoying a serene day on the golf course. But what should have been a wholesome post-military moment quickly spiraled into an online frenzy.
Why?
Because this wasn't just any golf outing, it was the visual manifesto of wealth, exclusivity, and privilege. As images circulated of Taehyung wearing premium golf attire, using clubs worth thousands of dollars, and stepping onto a meticulously manicured green that costs more than some fans' monthly salaries. The question became inevitable. Was this just a man indulging in a family tradition and a personal hobby, or a tone-deaf display of elite excess? And that's when the internet broke. The backlash was swift, emotional, and divided. While some armies defended him fiercely, labeling critics as toxic and unreasonable, others questioned whether this marked a subtle yet significant shift in Taehyung's public image. After all, this is the same Taehyung who once won hearts by sitting on rooftops strumming a guitar and writing poetry about loneliness. Now, he's teeing off at luxury courses under the summer sun. But before jumping to conclusions, let's pause and ask, is there more to this story than what meets the eye? Let's examine everything, from his relationship with golf, the timing of his appearance, to the deeply emotional and cultural context of South Korea's class dynamics. Is this merely a man enjoying peace after service, or a curated rebrand of Kim Taehyung, the global superstar who may no longer belong to the same world as the people who built him? The golf course has long been associated with affluence, power, and exclusivity. It's not just a sport, it's a status symbol. So when Taehyung, freshly released from a 2-year hiatus serving his country, chose the golf course as his first major outing, many fans saw it as a statement, intentional or not. But what exactly was he trying to say? Adding fuel to the fire, his Instagram follower count skyrocketed by 864,000 in just 1 week following the post, signaling that the intrigue, whether supportive or skeptical, is real. Was this surge a result of admiration for his glowing post-military glow-up? Or was it people watching closely to see what kind of Taehyung would emerge from the disciplined cocoon of military service? There's more. The deeper you dive into this story, the more layers emerge. The golf thing wasn't random. According to sources close to the star, Taehyung's interest in golf began in 2021, inspired by a heartfelt wish from his father. The two shared dreams of playing together, a quiet, touching moment buried beneath the flashy headlines. But even that story has now been weaponized in public debate. Is it a genuine narrative of bonding, or part of a PR machine designed to soften an image that's shifting toward luxury and exclusivity? And perhaps the most unsettling question of all, how does this affect the future of BTS? The fandom, already tense over the group's military hiatus and shifting dynamics, is watching every member's move with microscopic scrutiny. With Taehyung, Jimin, and Jungkook now back in public life, their individual choices are becoming magnified symbols of BTS's collective future. Could Taehyung's solo golf escapade hint at an increasing distance between the members, or even from the group itself? There's emotional weight behind every swing of Taehyung's club. The world saw a boy become a man in the spotlight. A man who once wept on stage for his fans is now embracing a hobby historically reserved for CEOs, presidents, and billionaires. Has Taehyung changed, or are we just now seeing who he truly is? As temperatures rise in South Korea this June, so too does the temperature of this conversation. Golf might seem like a harmless hobby, but in a world obsessed with image, meaning, and identity, it has become something more. Something political, something emotional, something personal, and still, the questions persist. Why golf?
Why now?
Why the sudden visibility of a hobby that's 3 years old, but never shown until this exact moment? Why not a quiet dinner with friends or a heartfelt video to fans? Why did the first image of freedom have to be on one of the most exclusive backdrops imaginable? Is this all just coincidence? A man returning to his roots and family dreams? Or is it a message to the world that Kim Taehyung is no longer just an idol, but an icon with a life as elevated and unattainable as the fame he's achieved? The story continues to unfold, and we are left with more questions than answers. But one thing is certain, this isn't just about golf anymore.